Our topic is all about wall, creating wall. Okay. Uh, if you see in architecture tab, there is wall. Okay. You are still in NGL because we are creating wall or established base constraint, or in the base of where we will establish our level walls is on the NGL first, no. So we click this NGL and we are in the NGL view in the floor plans. So go to architecture tab. Architecture tab. Okay. Go to wall. Go to wall architectural, wall structural, or wall by face. But we are focusing first in wall architectural. Wall architectural. And wall structural, it is load bearing walls. Wall by face is this is we're talking about massing. We create mass and then we will create that as a wall by face. But we are first focusing on wall architectural. In wall architectural, if you click the wall architectural, just click one click, and the properties, you see the properties is basic generic 200 mm. So you will see, you will notice that the highlighted portion is the modify place wall. So be careful or notice everything that happening in here, because it might be you are still not ready in creating walls, and then you are expecting that you are now in the wall or basic wall type. So it's better for you to observe what's happening around here. So even you click this part from here, or structure or system, you are still in modify place wall because you are creating walls. Okay, so just notice what is happening around here. So click modify tools. So in modify tools, there are many types of command or tools that you can use when you want to create a wall, either straight line, rectangular, polygonal, and others arc and by pick or pick walls. Okay, so I want to explain to you the use of this one. It's just like if you use the straight line, you just, when I want to create a 5 by 5 meters wall. I want to 5. You can type, or you can drag your mouse, you click escape, one click here, and to here you can type 5,000, and then from that is 5,000, and from this one you can click and drag. So from this part to this part, automatically from inner to inner, you will notice the length, or the length of that is 4,800, since this one is interior face wall. But if you are your dimension is around here, it is 5 by 5, so it's fine because we measure at the wall center line. So I will delete this part, and then I will create again a wall, even a rectangular wall. Okay, a rectangular wall. This is 6,500 mm. So I will make this one 5,000 and 5,000. Okay, so that is now 5,000 by 5,000 interior wall. Now you can play with that later on. So if I create a wall, and the other thing is I create a wall, you will notice that the unconnected part of this one height is 8,000, meaning to say that the height of the wall that you will create or the default of that is 8,000 millimeters, and this one is 8,000 millimeters. It's just the same unconnected height. So this part and this part is the same. Now, what is the base constraint? Meaning to say where you will establish your wall. Okay, if you want to establish your wall in the ground floor, there's no problem with that. It depends to your design. Okay, so my base constraint is NGL, and then the wall center line. What is the meaning of wall center line? This one, location line. Where will be the location of your line? So it's on the wall center line, and location of line, wall center line here. Okay, so for example, this I create line here. You will notice that it is on the center, right? So if I escape again and I click again, for example, wall exterior face or finish face exterior, click, you will see that what? Outside or exterior part of the wall, the line that you created. Okay, so you can play about all around here, you can play with it. So for example, offset, what is the offset? So if I offset 1000 millimeter, I click this one, and then your location line is offset 1000 from the wall. Okay, so you will notice the offset. Okay, so I don't need this one. I want only 0, and it will become 0. Okay, so that's it. So another thing, when you are creating a wall, for example, I go to wall, create wall. Okay, I want this one, wall center line. In the properties, you will see that the Revit already loaded the CWD and CW and other types of wall here. Okay, you can play with this part, and then you can try different finishes. So first thing that I want to teach you about the walls is how to customize your own wall. Like here in Oman, we are using hollow blocks, and with the plaster finish outside and inside, and we need to customize our own wall. So how to customize your own wall? Go to edit, and you will see this generic 200 mm. Okay, this is the construction structure, the wrapping ends, with of course function, and if there is any data that you can add here, it's better for you because it's very useful. But we are talking about the basics, so we need to duplicate this part. Okay, duplicate, because if you need this generic 200 later on, you can use it again and duplicate it. Okay, because if you will not duplicate it, definitely your generic 200 mm, what you edit from the structure, it will become the properties of generic 200 mm. So we don't need to do that, so we need to duplicate it. So duplicate it, and you just rename it number 1 as CHB 200 mm. So I just click it, and you notice that this is CHB 200 mm now, number 1 200 mm, and go to edit structure. So just like in our class, I discussed to you this part. Okay, so this is the core boundary. You cannot edit this one because this is the separation between the structure and other finishes. Okay, this one is the generic 200 mm or thickness, function, materials, thickness, wraps, structural material. So this is structural materials, which is for example, we are using this structure as a load bearing CHB wall. Okay, now if I click this part, so this is the structure. Okay, this is the materials. Okay, so all we need to do this, when you see this one preview, you click the preview. So this is the expand it more. Okay, so this is the plan view of this part. So for example, I want to, because we have a thickness of a plaster up and then plaster down. So I told you last time in our class that you are creating a sandwich. Just like this is the hot dog and the bun is on the top and the lower portion also, no? So click this part and insert one, insert two. So the function of this one, if you click here, somewhere around here, you can click this one as finishes one, and the other one is finishes two. So finishes one, finishes two. So what is the thickness of that? So we need to insert the thickness. So I try to add thickness 10 mm and 10 mm. So you will notice around here that 10 mm from here and 10 mm from here is added. So we need 10 mm around here in outer or exterior part of the wall, and interior part of the wall will be also 10 mm. So all you need to do is click on this portion, click, and then up. So it will be coming up, and then this 3 down, 1 2. So you see that up and down is finishes 1 and finishes 2, thickness 10 mm. Okay, 10 mm. Now we need to modify the finishes from number 1 and finishes number 2. For example, this is paint finish or brick finish. Let me say this is a brick finish or stone finish. Okay, when I click on this portion, materials, and this portion, I click the small square there, and it will, material browser is there. So the first thing you will do is not automatically okay from this from these materials. All you need to do is go from this small circle and create new material, and your default material is new material is here. So I want you to rename it by right click, rename number 1 plaster finish. So number 1 plaster is somewhere around here. So you can input a data, description, keyword, manufacturers, if you have model and cost, you can add here. But now we are creating either graphics or appearance. Well, when we are talking about the graphics, we are talking about the 2D part of this one, and when we are talking appearance, we are talking about the 3D, and in the rendering, what colors you want to appear. Like for example, in the graphics, there is a surface pattern and cut pattern. Surface pattern is the one you want to have either grid, brickwork, or concrete on that surface. That's why it's surface pattern. In this cut pattern, we, if you want to have the section that I already discussed it in our class, if you cut a section, definitely it will show the cut pattern. Okay, but right now I want you to create this plaster finish, and I want you to create the appearance of that as a brick or stone finishes. All you need to do is from this plaster finish, okay, we're still here, and going here down, open asset browser, you click it, and then you have appearance library, either Autodesk physical asset or appearance library. I want you to expand this appearance library. Go to appearance library and go to stone, expand the stone, just double click the stone, and you will see many types of stone here. I want this one small uneven rectangular stone. Even this one is Stone Age in our country. This is called Stone Age. So I click this part, so I close. So this is the type of the finishes of your wall. So I click apply. Okay, for example, I apply. Okay, I don't need the asset browser anymore because I already get it. Okay, from here asset browser, I get here the small arrow here. Either this part you can change. You see the changes between this part and this part. You see, if I reverse stone blue, I click this small arrow here, it's automatically shown here, so it will be fine. And then apply. Okay, I am satisfied with that. So the plaster, now the finishes of this one is finishes number 1 is plaster finish. Okay, and also you can apply. Okay, and then I can create what, a wall somewhere around here. Click escape, make sure that your file there is no highlighted command somewhere around here, so you can view it in the 3D view, either from the quick access toolbar or either in the view and 3D view. So there are two. Okay, so you can choose here, click. So you notice that there's no change about this part. So all you need to do is go here in the view, visual style, because it is hidden. If this one is unrealistic, just click realistic. And you need to hold the shift key and hold the right click, and you can orbit this part. So you will see now the materials. So you can click also this part. You can click this part and edit the materials, and edit again, and then you can try to create new materials from here, create new materials, and right click, of course, rename it number 2 plaster fin, and go again to what, asset browser, go to appearance library. For example, this is a paint finish, so I want this one pink. Okay, just click it here and it will show here. Okay, and then you don't need this anymore, so click it, apply. Okay, and hold shift key and rotate. So this is color pink now. So for example, you are in NGL. So what is the purpose of, we are in realistic view. When we are in the 3D view, we are in realistic view. But if we are in hidden view, hidden line, So that is the hidden line. I show you if this is hidden line, and I want you to check. If I click this one, edit type, and edit, you see this one is the plaster finish, which is when you click here, the small tools here, you see that the graphics is 0, 0, and cut pattern is 0. But what if I click this one, surface pattern, as a horizontal, for example, horizontal 1.5. Okay, I apply. Okay, okay, okay. So when I shift this one, I hold the shift key, you see it's appearing the horizontal line. But this is what I'm telling you. When we are talking about the graphics in the hidden line in 2D, it will show the hidden line. But when you put it in realistic pattern, so it will show the appearance. When you go to hidden, it will show the graphics. Okay, so for example, I go again here on natural ground level, and I want to cut the section of this one, because this one finishes 1 and the other one is finishes 2. So if I want to cut this part, because we are talking about the section, there is a section around here, and you can create section around here. So from here, if I click the section from here to here, and I go to section, eventually the section view is added here. So I double click this section. So you notice that the section of this part is not showing, and I go to edit again. From this part, click edit type. Okay, edit structure, of course. Now we want to edit this portion, because we want to show the concrete hatches around here. So we go here in the middle, or in the center, we go to graphics. Okay, so we need this one. You create new materials again. So this one, rename 3 section. Okay, so this is 3 sections. So the graphics of cut pattern, we don't need the surface pattern, because you cannot see it, because you have finishes 1 and finishes 2, and on the top and on the above, on the top and on below. So we click this cut pattern, click the cut pattern, and click concrete, apply. Okay, preview. So the cut pattern is showing here, right? It's concrete. So apply. Okay, it will not. Teacher, why I cannot see the concrete somewhere around here? I cut the section. So all you need to do is go here in visual detail level. You just click find, and it will show. Okay, don't panic, and there is a solution for every problem that you encounter here in Revit. So this one you can play or adjust this part. Okay, so that is the difference between cut, surface, and graphics and appearance. So you can create your own walls by editing the structure itself. Okay, from this part, and you can duplicate and add materials or thickness to this kind of wall.